Alright everyone, welcome back to my channel. First off, I want to apologize for being gone for so long. The weather has not been cooperating out here with me. Where I normally play outside, it is a mess. Dirt all over the asphalt. I'm going to have to wait until it's spring and grass is growing back so I can get it washed off. Anyways, so I got a setup in my house. I can only throw one way. So that's what we're going to do today. I got this bag comparison that I want to do. We are doing a comparison of 5 different bags. They are all speed rated at about 5 on the slow side and 9 on the fast side. So without further ado, let's get into this thing. Let's talk about them a little bit. We got a few sets of bags that are going to be name brands that you guys have all heard of. Starting off on left to right, we'll go. So we got Buffalo boards, Deadheads. Everybody have heard of Deadheads. These are just absolutely killer design in my opinion. Got that cross with that lion. Amazing. Buffalo boards rates them at a 5.9. Alright, next up, another main brand. Ultra Viper Bees. These are the Fireball they called them when they came out. It's a really good looking bag in my opinion. Then we have all Cornhole, all Slide 2.0. Now, all Cornhole, they don't really rate their bags 5.9 per se. They don't list ratings like that. They list them with the ACL, whatever rating they did when they tested them for ACL. But here's what we got. All Cornhole says these are 74 on the slow side and 98 or something like that on the fast side. Well, guess who else lists the ACL ratings? Ultra. They say these are 5.9. They list their ratings for ACL, and we got 74 on the slow side. And I want to say, I got that mixed up. Ultra says 98 on the fast side, and all Cornhole says like 94 or something like that. Alright, moving on. We have Draggin Bags Ignitors. These are a little lesser known brand. They're ACL Pro stamped, like the first 3 I talked about. Really cool design. These are special edition K9. Alright, now the last ones. Certainly not the least. These are Name Brand Bag Co. Kings. Absolutely sick design on these. Got a Bible verse on that side. We have a Archangel killing a demon. Sweet design. Lesser known brand. These are ACL comp stamped. For those of you that don't know what the difference is. ACL comp, you can play in any ACL event unless you are in the pro division. If you are an ACL pro player, you cannot play with a comp stamp bag. Other than that, ACL comp, got nothing wrong with it. Now let's go over the price. Deadheads. Right now you're looking at, they now include their shipping and everything they put up, so you got about $100 on the low end to $140 I think is the highest one. So that's what we're looking at on the price for those. Yeah, so different designs on the Deadheads, they range their price. So some of their more basic designs you can get for 100 shipped, and some of the more crazy designs they're about 140 for the highest end. Ultra. When I got these bags, you were looking at 100, right at 100 shipped. Ultra now, they got the Ultra Viper Bees in the USA ones on their website right now. $150 plus shipping. All slide 2.0. At the time I'm shooting this video right now, All Cornhole has been running 30% off everything on their website. They've been doing that for the last couple months now. So, and free shipping on top of that. So, these bags right here, they list them $70 on the website after the 30% off. $50, $49, shipped to your door. Amazing. I don't know how they make money doing that. Amazing price on those. Amazing bags. Can't go wrong. Alright, now moving on along. The Kings from Name Brand Bag Company. They list them on the website, $90 plus shipping. Look in the groups. Keep up with their website. You can get a discount code pretty much anytime for 15. I can't remember if it's $15 off or 15% off. But they do stuff on their website all the time, $20 off. You know, deals all the time. So just keep up with them. $75 to $90 plus shipping, depending on if you wait for a code or not. These bags, I believe I paid $100 plus shipping on those because they're the special edition K9s. Right now on their website, just the basic ones they offer, you are looking at $83 plus shipping. So we got a varying price. So let's talk about the fabrics on each one real quick. On the Deadheads, I would say for the most part, these bags all the way across the board, the slow side on all 5 of them, all 5 sets, is very close. I mean, you can't hardly tell a difference between any of them. I mean, they got little different variations. But hey, you can't hardly tell a difference. Alright, this intro is getting a little long, so let's rush through this. The Deadheads. Like I said, pretty much all the fabric's the same on the slow side. Deadheads is running the what they call the Viper Fast side, most people call it, and it is a little bit slicker. And so we got those. And then the Ignitors. I'm skipping to these because they got the same fast side, that Viper type fast side. So these and Deadheads and these are pretty much the same fabric, just a little bit. The Ignitors are just probably a little more square, I would say, and totally different fill. Then we got the 2 in the middle here. We got All Cornholes and the Ultras. They are running the same fast side. What you got there is what most people call the Game Changer fast side. And what that is the Viper fast side, and it's inverted. So these 4 bags got the same fabric on the fast side, but it's flipped on 2 of them. So, and the Kings, probably can't pick it up in the video very good, but it is totally different fast side than anything else. I've never seen another bag with that fast side. It's super soft. It is kind of slick feeling, and it is slicker. This is the slickest fast side of all of them. So let's get into throwing these bags. I'll do a little more talking about the specs on them and the fill and all that while I'm throwing. All right, I'm gonna do a couple rounds throwing with each set. Kind of talk about them a little bit as I throw. Hopefully give you guys a better idea of what you want to spend your money on. That's my goal of this channel, is to compare different bags so you guys can be a little better educated and make a decision for yourself. So let's talk about, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw them. I'm going to start off with the cheapest, work my way up to the most expensive. Let's see. I'll start off with these All Cornholes. $49 shipped to your door. Amazing build quality. Absolutely nothing wrong with them. Nice quality stitch. 1-year warranty. See if I can throw a little better than that. Been a little while since I've thrown, obviously. So these pretty much play true to speed. When your boards are playing true, they're not playing slow or anything. That's one thing about this particular fabric. And this, they're all the same speed range, but this particular fabric, when it gets humid, it just sticks like glue on that slow side. So right now inside, they're playing nice and true to speed. If I can land them where I want, they'll do what they want. So let's talk about the fill on these. On these all cornholes, it's really just a asymmetrical kind of bead fill. It's not like a round bead, but what gets me about these bags is they just feel, they're not floppy per se because of the fabric. I mean, they get pretty loose, but they really feel like you can really feel the beads moving around. Like when you're trying to get it set in your hand, the beads are really kind of slick against each other, kind of. So they don't, makes them very hole friendly because they just don't want to hold a really good shape, but it also makes it so you can't, it just makes it a little bit harder to get the grip you want because they move around a lot in your hand. But all around, they are a really good bag. Feel excellent in the hand. Do what they're supposed to do when they hit the board. They just play really nice in my opinion. So let's move on to the next ones. For the money, those bags, they got that going. They're so cheap, but they are just a great quality bag. Nothing wrong with them at all. The next one up, if you're looking just on the website, would be the Draggin Bags Ignitors, because they're 83, but the name brand bag is 90. But I'm going to go with the name brand next because you can get them all day long with at least a 15% discount. Some days 20, some days 30 off if you pay attention to their website, or their Facebook page. So these bags, like I said, they're ACL comp stamped. You can use them in all your regional tournaments. You can use them in pretty much anywhere you play, unless you are a pro and you're playing in a pro event. Now, the only thing I don't know is if you're a pro, actual pro, and you're playing like in a regional in the open division, I really don't know, but at that point, you're probably sponsored and don't really matter. So these bags here, out of all the 5 options I got here, these are the most different because they have a different fast side. But, when you're just throwing on the slow side, your normal throws, they play pretty much the same, These do hold their shape very well, but that's not to say they're not hole friendly. They're not quite as hole friendly as some of the other ones, and that could just be because I don't have these, super broken. I've played with them a decent amount, but they're taking a little longer to break in than I thought. When I first got them, I contemplated just throwing them and doing no break-in. But, as I started throwing them, I was like, these need something. So I soaked them and dried them. It still weren't feeling right. So finally I just broke down and put some fabric softener soak on them, and they felt much better. But, you know, that fast side, it's fast. I ain't gonna lie. And they definitely are a little less forgiving on the kick. They seem to kick a little more than some of these others. So that was just all around terrible throw. The fill on these is kind of a mixed blend, mostly disc kind of feeling, which leads to a very friendly bag. They're usually hole friendly. They're usually not too bouncy, all that stuff that comes with different types of fills. So all around, really good bag too, at a reasonable price that you can usually get for around 70 shipped. Now let's go on to the Draggin bags, the Ignitors. Now these bags, when I first got them, I gotta admit I was a little bit disappointed in the build quality. The corners are kind of jagged, and the fast side at the closing stitch is kind of overlapping a little bit, and you know, it just overall I was disappointed. I paid $100 and something for them, and all cornholes. I already had this all slides, and you know, for $50 I was getting a way better build quality. But then I started throwing them, and they throw amazing. Obviously, it doesn't matter what the closing stitch is like or what the corners are like. When you start throwing it, it throws like a bag. So, although that round was absolutely atrocious, my board's sliding back. But, so what's different about these bags? The fast side is the same fabric as the Deadheads, okay? But it's obviously a different supplier, because they've been used the same as my Deadheads, but my Deadheads are super soft, feel really nice. These, that fast side, just maintains a more of a crunchy feel. So that's more just affects the way it feels and the way you grip it, I guess. Doesn't seem to be any different on the speed wise, even though they say it's an 8. Now this fill on these is on the Ignitors is just a totally different fill. It is kind of similar-ish to the All Slide 2.0s, but different in that it's a much bigger bead. It's a fairly large bead, and what that is seems to do to these bags is they are the most bouncy, I guess you could say. They are more reactive on the board. Can definitely, if you have the shot in your arsenal and can roll a bag, they're much easier to roll. You can just tell when they hit the board and they hit the hole that they have more bounce to them. They're wanting to, if you throw it right, they're definitely wanting to hop and then roll. So if they're working around other bags, you can definitely get that shot where they're going to hop and roll over something more than some of these other bags. If you're familiar with the Deadheads, which we'll get to next, they are obviously any bag you can get it to roll at some point if your board is super sticky and all the conditions are perfectly right. But with these bags, my boards right now are just plain true. These are wanting to hop. They're wanting to roll. So that's one thing that's really makes these play just a little bit different. I do love the way these play. And I've had these bags for probably 6 months now. So maybe they've come up in their build quality now. I can't tell you, but hey, I throw them good. They seem to find the hole. Really cool designs. I like their designs. So I don't have much bad to say about them other than the build quality. They're definitely a bag I'll keep around because they're not the exact same as some of these other ones. A lot of these companies, you got exactly the same materials, very similar fill. Those are doing something a little different. Even though the same speeds, they're doing something different for me because they can get that bounce going or whatever. All right. Next up, we have the Deadheads. If you buy their cheapest design, you're looking at 100 shipped. Obviously, they get up a little bit more than that. So let's talk about them. Anybody knows Deadheads, they get super soft. They get super floppy. Only thing I wish I would have done different on these is I did do a fabric softener soak on them. And I wouldn't say I got them too far gone, but maybe I would have just done a little bit shorter time or whatever, but they feel amazing in the hand. If that is the type of bag you hate, you don't like a super soft bag, you don't like it getting super floppy, maybe shop around somewhere else because Deadheads that's what they're going to be. Terrible throw. All right. So, what else about the Deadheads? The cost. They're absolutely the best bags on the market if you're talking design, originality, everything that Buffalo Boards comes out with. Absolutely amazing designs. So, yeah, you're paying a little more, but they have some of the coolest designs, in my opinion. Build quality, great build quality. The closing stitch, yeah, it's not as close to the edge as Ultra, but hey, I don't think the board knows how close it is to the edge if you throw it right. So I think the price is fair. I mean, yeah, you're paying a little more. You're paying for that cool design. They got the ones that are around $100. They're more basic designs, or they're clearing them out. Some of the cool designs don't sell out, and they throw them on a sale. So, I'm going to throw these Deadheads one more time because I love throwing them. I just love the way they feel. Oh, hit the ceiling on that one. For those of you who are maybe wondering, I have 9-foot ceilings, which for my throw is perfectly fine. What I really love about the Deadheads is they do what I want them to do. When they hit the board, they don't. If I hit the board, you see that one? You're lucky if you guys could even see where that went. They don't kick a lot. I think it has to do with that fill. Deadheads have the real small disc fill, almost like ultra fill. Very similar feel to an ultra fill. So if you felt the ultra Cornhole, any of their bags, it's a very similar disc fill a lot of people are using. And that lends to when it hits the board, it doesn't bounce. Just it hits the board and it slides to where it's supposed to. It really doesn't bounce, it don't kick. But on the other hand, that makes it so it's not much of a roll bag. It's not much of a. I'm not saying it won't cut. It won't do all that. But its natural reaction when it hits the board is to level out and slide. So it's a little bit harder to get it to do some of those things. Ultra Viper Bees. Absolutely perfect build quality. If you've seen Ultra bag, the closing stitch on them, absolutely amazing. I don't know how they get it so close to the edge and be absolutely perfect. One thing about these bags is that slow side is stickier than the rest. I would say that the rest of them are playing more true to that 5-speed on my boards right now. The bees, Viper bees, they play a full lower speed. They really play down a 4-ish. And even though they feel the same, they look the same on the slow side, they definitely play a slower on the slow side. There's just no other way around it. Fast sides. When I did the intro, you got 3 different fast sides on these 5 sets of bags. You know, they all play pretty much the same. The all slides and the Viper Bees got the same game changer fast side, if you will. Yeah, plays a hair slower than the Viper fast side, if you will. Which is what the Deadheads and the Draggin bags Ignitors are using. It's not much different. I mean, it's a hair slower. Maybe you'll notice a little bit more difference if it's real sticky. The boards it's real humid and the boards are sticking. That game changer fast side might stick just a hair more than the Viper fast side, but overall, you know, they all play similar. Viper Bees, they like that. If I would have landed that with any of those other bags, that exact same shot, it would have fell. The Vipers, they just are, you know, they're a little bit slower. So anyways, now let's talk about this Ultra pricing. Ultra, when I got these bags, I traded them for a set of Psychos. The Jack-o'-lantern Psychos that I reviewed last time. Traded those for these. I think I paid $90, 98 or something like that total shipped for the Psychos. Ultra has gotten insane with their pricing. $150, no coupon code options, no nothing. I think maybe when they first drop a new color or whatever, you're looking at 23% off or something like that. It's like 130 something plus shipping. So, they're amazing build quality. In my opinion, are they worth $150 plus shipping? Heck no. When you're talking these versus all cornholes, all slides, pretty much exactly the same fabrics, really good build quality, no complaints out of Ultra, no complaints out of all cornhole on the build quality. But when you're talking triple the price, that's just a little excessive if you ask me. Now I get it. They're trying to combat people reselling them and whatever. But my opinion, there's a better way to handle that. Don't gouge your main customers. Don't sit there and gouge them up. Make them pay the premium up front. Build more bags. Build enough bags that they're not selling out. But no, they decide, hey, we're going to jack up the prices to an absolutely insane number. $150 for one set of bags. Now, some of Buffalo Board's bags are getting close to that. They're $140, but hey, they include shipping. And you're getting some sick designs. So yeah, you're going to pay. You pay more because you got that design. Ultra Cornhole's designs, for the most part, they're all the same. They got the logo in the middle with the same lines, stars on both sides, blah, blah, blah. You know the drill. They're all very similar design with just a little bit of a color change. Now, some people really like that. Some people are willing to pay top dollar for it. But my personal opinion, ain't worth the money at $150. I don't want this video to turn into an ultra bash, but I want you guys to be educated on making your decision on what bags you guys want to throw. You got so many different options in this speed range. This is just a very small sampling of what you can get in this speed range. So I wanted this video to be a little plug for some of these lesser known names. Show a variety of different cost, but all be the same speed range. Some of these I'm going to do a separate video on just that bag, like the name brand bag Kings. I want to talk about them on their own just a little bit more. Do a full review on that. Maybe talk more about that stamp. But hey, that's all I got for you guys. I hope this was helpful. Help you guys make some decisions on what bags you guys want to choose. Some people, money don't matter. It doesn't. If you pay $50 for a bag, you pay $150. It don't make no difference to your book, your checkbook. Some people it really does. So I would just say there's some brands out there that are super cheap, and it's not because they're poor build quality or they're not backing their stuff. Some are are, you know, they're up in price because they're have cool designs. They're doing limited edition designs, and you know, it all comes down to what you value in your product. Do you want the top designs, super cool? You want some basic designs? I'm not to say that all cornhole designs aren't cool. I think these are cool. These are the graffiti design. I don't know. I think they're cool, but to each their own, I guess, on what you find cool, what you're willing to spend your money on. I think some of them it's going to come down to what you want in the bag to do, with different fills and different templates and stuff like that. Even though they say they're same speed, they're going to do different things when they hit the board. You know, so this video is getting way too long, so I'm gonna leave that with you guys. Take it for what it is, and we'll talk to you guys on the next one.